Hey everybody, happy day. I hope you're doing insanely well. Welcome to Sunday Objection School with Jason, where I help you understand how to uncover the deeper context of the objections so that you can overcome them powerfully instead of getting placed on your heels as you're trying to help some of the greatest people on this planet. Selling final expense, life insurance, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but simple, yes. So I'm going to give you all the tools necessary to take care of these objections that you're going to hear, and I hope this helps you today. Now, I do run a national insurance agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com, free resources for your taking, and I hope you enjoy this ongoing series of Sunday Objection School. Thank you for joining with me today. So let's talk about this objection that will take place in your career. What is going to be spoken and said is this term or is this whole life? Well, this can create just problems for you when we just kind of puke the first thing that comes into our mind or in our mouth. One-word answers don't work from your wife. It doesn't work when you're handling objections. So how you overcome this is not saying no, yes. This is like your wife, your men saying fine. Nothing fine is going to happen next. Then why do we say it sometimes as insurance agents? I know I've been victim of taking the bait. I've been bit. Is this term or whole life? Yes, no. 50% of the time it's going to hurt you and not help you. So let's get some context on what's behind this objection so that we can put this objection behind us and overcome it. First off, we've got to understand the context, okay? The context of this objection, is this term or is this whole life, is not a problem. Objections are not problems. We just need to proceed past them and get to the deeper why. Why are they saying this? Is this term, is this whole life? Don't take the bait like we talked about. Don't say the first thing that comes into our mouth. We need to understand context. How are we going to understand context, you may ask? Well, I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the tools to take care of this so gracefully. The first thing that you need to do, number one, is you need to affirm. Who doesn't want to be affirmed, right? Everybody likes being affirmed, right? So as soon as they say, is this term, is this whole life, don't take the bait. What you need to do is immediately get context. You're going to do that by affirming and giving yourself space so that you know what to say. This isn't about saying the first thing out of our mouth. We've got to practice this for sure. Telesales success, face-to-face insurance agents, your success is based on us putting our back into it, and that's practicing this. But the first thing that we need to say is, that's a great question, Jason. Affirm them. It disarms them and helps you deliver value. When we sell life insurance, term insurance, IULs, ULs, it's all about creating a lasting legacy, helping them guard who they're leaving behind. But we've got to uncover the bottom of this objection, or we bottom out with a simple yes, no, clunk, no, click, we're done. Don't do it. First thing that happens is we need to establish context so that we can continue the conversation. What you're going to do is go immediately affirm them. That's a great question, Jason. Immediately say that. It's your knee-jerk response. Knee-jerk response. Poke me in the eye. Blink. You say, is this term or is this whole life? Oh, that's a great question, Jason. Immediately be ready. If you pause, it puts you on your heels. You're not going to be able to help them. You're probably going to get hung up on if you're in telesales. And I do recruit and train agents across this nation at jasonfinalexpense.com. Trust me, we know this. Don't pause. It'll put you on your heels. You won't be able to help them. You'll get hung up on. So as soon as they say, is this term, is this whole life, take a deep breath and affirm. Oh, that's a good question, Jason. Immediately say that. That's a great question. Affirm immediately. Number two, the tool that you're going to use to take it to the next level here at Sunday Objection School is what you're going to want to do is you now want to get into a place where you do one thing, and that is permission. Permission will help you complete your mission, and that's making the business happen, being a beast, and helping them buy a policy from you, finding value to protect their families, right? But we got to ask permission if we want to complete the mission. Don't skip steps here. First thing we do is affirm. Oh, that's a great question, Jason. Now immediately ask permission to proceed. You're going to go, now if you don't mind me asking, immediately go here. Tip number two, put everything in context by affirming. Oh, that's a great question, Jason. Now if you don't mind me asking, immediately disarm them. Be deliberate about this. You're going to get to the bottom of what they're truly saying. You'll get better this way. It's not about being aggressive. It's not like the two fighting nuns going at it. Ask permission, permission, permission. Don't proceed until you've done this trilogy. It'll hopefully take you to the next level. You want to level up? We've got to lean in to the core of what's creating this objection to come up. We can overcome this easily. So affirm. That's a great question, Jason. Ask permission. Now, if you don't mind me asking, all right, now here's how we're going to handle the term or whole life. Now, are you looking for a temporary protection plan, or maybe you're looking for a permanent protection plan? I just want to make sure I get you the right information. And guess what? They're going to tell you everything that you want to know. When you sell life insurance, it's not about just saying the first thing that comes out of our mouth. You'll make more money by being intentional. Get everything in context so that you can create and generate more revenue by really getting to the bottom of what they want from you. So to handle this, affirm, 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 and then what you're going to do is question them. What they want. They want to be heard. They want to be listened to. And this is going to allow you to control the call with a question, create the space, give the affirmation, but don't go here without going 1, 2, and 3. You'll get tore up here. Don't just go, oh, is a temporary policy important to you, or you want a permanent whole life policy? Don't say that. You've got to disarm, you've got to affirm before you actually get into an environment where you can be deliberate and overcome this very simple objection. Is this term? Is this whole life? This is how you handle it in totality. 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, that's a great question, Jason. Now, if you don't mind me asking, are you looking for a temporary protection plan, or maybe a policy or a permanent plan that would last your entire lifespan? What is most important to you? And then we can be quiet and we can listen, hear what they say. This hopefully will help you handle this very simple objection. I hope you're more successful today, my friends, than you were yesterday. But you can do different questions here at the base. You could always do the same 1 and 2. It's the 3 that gives you everything that you want to know, to put things in context, to help you capitalize. Don't believe the lies of the industry where you lean in and say a one-word objection. Is this term or whole life? Yeah. No, it's not going to be the right answer. Get to the bottom of reality, what's really taking place. Just remember, 1, affirm. Oh, that's a great question, Jason. Ask permission immediately. Number 2, now if you don't mind me asking, and then ask your question. You can reword this question in different ways. Are you looking for maybe a permanent policy or permanent protection plan? Or maybe you're looking for a temporary plan in nature. Would you mind helping me understand what you're desiring? And then be quiet. They'll tell you everything you need to know. They'll give you the tools to the kingdom if you would just take this advice to heart. It's helped me in my career, and I've done telesales combined with my insurance background. My goodness, I've done both over 2+ decades, 20+ years. I'm so privileged to partner with just powerful insurance agents in our national agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com.